Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
This is the Washington Times front page for Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Former President Trump declined to testify as the defense rested in his hush money trial, setting the table for closing arguments and deliberations after Memorial Day. Tom Howe reports Trump wasn't expected to take the stand, but hadn't ruled it out publicly. New York State Supreme Court Judge Juan Merchan said closing arguments would take at least a day, and jury instructions would take at least an hour. He told jurors that he didn't want to break up that process, so he dismissed the jury until after the holiday weekend. Much of the American technology industry is lining up with the federal government to develop a comprehensive U.S. response to China's military-civil fusion. Ryan Lovelace reports some private sector leaders who hope to remain neutral now recognize they must pick sides in the global competition between the U.S. and China. The CIA agrees. CIA Chief Technology Officer Nand Mulchandani said technology industry entrepreneurs and investors are no longer shy about working with the national security community. A federal judge has ruled that Department of Homeland Security deportation officers' knock and talk practice of approaching illegal immigrants at their homes violates the Constitution. Stephen Dinan reports Judge Otis Wright said U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers in Los Angeles were using knock and talk as a pretext for arresting a target, and that runs afoul of the Fourth Amendment. Knock and talks have long been a part of investigative police tactics. Wright said they are legal as long as no officers approach the resident to ask questions as any other citizen could do. Wright noted that ICE officers used knock-and-talk approaches to lure targets outside of their homes to make arrests. Former President Trump is ready to campaign where no other Republican White House hopeful has been since Ronald Reagan, in the Bronx. Seth MacLachlan reports Trump will hold a rally on Thursday in the New York borough. The Bronx is both the most demographically diverse area of the country and the lowest income borough in New York City. A recent New York Times Siena College poll found that 14% of voters across 6 swing states who said they voted for President Biden in 2020 are now planning to vote for someone else or sit out the election. And finally, at least 158 colleges in 22 states have scaled back their diversity, equity, and inclusion footprints since January of last year. Valerie Richardson reports their actions include eliminating DEI offices, banning diversity statements, and laying off staff. The University of Florida and other public institutions moved to shut down their DEI offices and eliminate related jobs after a state board of education vote in January. The University of Texas and University of Utah have taken similar steps. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.
Say goodbye to your credit card rewards. Greedy corporate mega stores, led by Walmart and Target, are pushing for a law in Congress to take away your hard-earned cash back and travel points to line their pockets. The Durbin-Marshall credit card bill would enact harmful credit card routing mandates that would end credit card rewards as we know it. If you love your credit card rewards, tell your lawmakers, hands off my rewards. Tell them to oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill.